There we go. All right, welcome everyone. We'll go ahead and wait a bit longer for everyone to jump on. And for now, let me grab Replit here. And for now, we can jump on replit.com. Here is the link. And once we're on here and have made an account, we can go to left toolbar, click on create, type in the template area, HTML, click on HTML, CSS, JS, and click create REPL. And yes, Poon, you can now speak.
Oh, I already send the link in like the Facebook. You said like, oh, like I need to send the link for you. Like
Oh
something
yeah.
gets wrong. Yeah, I already sent it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I believe if I remember correctly, um when I went on it, it was correct and it worked. So I believe you just forgot to like click run or something. I'm not sure. Or that might have been someone else. I'm not sure. I will help you in a bit though. And thank you, Comb, for pasting the replit. And yep, that's the one. I will go through the replit thing again in a bit. Um, all right, let's do the replit thing one more time. And just Diet Coke. It's late for me, so I need the energy. Shoot, I have. There it is. Okay. All right. Oh no, I haven't shared my screen yet. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got it now. So we're on replit.com as usual. Link in chat. And once you're on here, you can make an account. And then once you've made an account, you'll be on this page. You go to the toolbar on the top left, click on the big create button, type in the template area, HTML, click on HTML, CSS, JS, and click create REPL. And then you'll be brought to this page. Now, on this page, you're actually going to want to go to the script.js file. You see, we have 3 files right here. And the second one is script.js. We want to go to that file, because this file is where we will write our JavaScript. Because today we're learning more JavaScript. Yay. And by the way, I would happily take $1 per boink, whatever a boink is. All right. Give me one moment here. I'm trying to. Okay. Now, I remember from before that annotation used to be a problem. I believe I figured out how to stop that. Um, Never mind, it's not working. We'll figure that out. Oh, there we go. Okay, no annotating though. I thought that you can go to advanced. No? Okay. I will figure that out one day. Okay, I actually know annotating though. I know I tend to encourage it by mentioning it, but no annotating. Okay. Oh, sour mango. I love sour mango. All right, that should be good. We'll go ahead. I'll do the REPL thing one more time, and then we can start coding. So bear with me here. So in case you haven't been able to get on, we're using Replit, link in the description. We're gonna go on here, make an account, then we'll be brought to this page. We do the toolbar, click on create, type in on the template area, type in HTML, click on HTML, CSS, JS, and click create REPL. And then from here, we'll go to the script.js file. We have the index file here. We have 3 files here. We have index, style, and also script.js. I feel like I'm not zoomed in enough. One second. Should be good. All right. Okay, see I have a hand raised. I'll go ahead and Pooth, you can unmute.
Teacher, if I join in, but I join in my iPad and it's like this. It's this. Okay.
Okay. Then you can go ahead and let me. Okay, seriously though, no annotating. To JP, I know it's you. Stop annotating. Okay. If you see here, there's a big create button on the top left. Create.
Okay.
Click on that. In the template, you type in HTML. HTML. You select HTML, CSS, JS right here.
Yeah.
And you click create REPL.
Do I need to put in the title?
No. All right. Okay. And then we'll go to, oh, shoot, there's a dot. Okay. And if you see here, there are 3 files on the left hand. Oh, shoot. Okay. 3 files on the left hand side. We'll go to script.js, into the second file here, right in the middle. And here is where we will write our JavaScript, because today we are learning while loops. Some of you may already know about these, but in programming, there are many times where we need to run a piece of code a bunch of times. Like let's say I wanted to console.log hello world 20 times. I could like type in console.log. Okay, JP, stop annotating. Okay, I could console.log hello world and just copy and paste it like 20 times. Or I could do the following. So follow with me here. I'll start by creating a variable. Remember, a variable is like a bucket that we're going to name and put whatever we want in there. So we could write let space I. I will be the name of my variable. Let space I equals, space equal sign. So let I equals, and then I'll do space 0. Let I equals 0. I am just creating a variable. I'm naming it I, and I'm setting the variable equal to 0. I will now type in, on a new line, I'll type in while, 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 space, left parenthesis, and make sure REPL does create that right parenthesis here. We want both parentheses. And inside the parentheses, I'll write I, space, less than sign, right here, less than sign, space, 20. While I is less than 20. And then outside of the parentheses, I'll write left curly brace. Make sure Replit make that right curly brace. If not, you're going to have to write it yourself. And inside the curly braces, I will click enter. If you were here a couple classes ago, you might remember this is almost exactly what we did for an if statement. We're just writing while here instead of an if statement. And yes, I'll now give everyone a chance to catch up. And go ahead when you are done, either put done in chat, or if you can, copy your code. You select it all, go Control C, and then paste it in chat here with Control V. And yep, home, that looks good. Everyone looks good. And yes, Pooth, you can unmute. What is your question?
Is this correct?
Okay, I actually see a couple problems. First of all, Pooth, you have a capital L here. That's probably the main problem. You have a capital L, should be a lowercase L. I know on iPad, it will like to actually capitalize the first word, so make sure to keep that lowercase. You also have a capital I. This isn't a problem, just it's better to have lowercase letters for variable names.
Okay.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
I believe you still have a capital let, though. Capital L there. And yes, Poon, that looks right. Sheen, I can try to let you speak here if I can find you. If you can figure out how to do the hand raise thing, then I'll be able to find you easily. There we go. And Sheen, you can unmute.
Okay, can you help me why I cannot do it?
All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop the share to be able to see Sheen's real quick. Oh, no, that looks correct. Good job. All right. There we go. And finally, JP, what's your question?
My code is I don't know if my code is correct or not.
If it doesn't look particularly wrong, I'd say it probably is correct, and I'll check, and you can check it when we go to like the next part where we're actually testing it out. And Plawan, I see you have also Puth, you have a 1 instead of the I on your while loop. You've Puth and Plawan, you've written it as a 1 here, so 1 less than 20 should be I, the letter I is less than 20. All right. That should be almost everyone there. We'll now go ahead and, Puth, that looks good. Now, right now, this does nothing. Right now, what will happen is, the while loop will try to keep running, and it will also do it at a really quick pace. So basically what's happening is that the while loop is just like an if statement, it's checking is I less than 20. We know I is 0, and 0 is less than 20. So it will run the code in the while loop. Right now there's no code, but we can add some code. We can write maybe console.log, console, period log, console.log, left parenthesis, and Poon, that looks good. Left parenthesis and quotation marks. Left parenthesis, quotation mark, and inside the quotation marks we will write hello world. Now do not run this code. I repeat, do not run this code. You will crash your computer. Because what's going to happen is that the while loop will see I equals 0. 0 is less than 20. It will now console.log hello world. Then it will go back up here to line 2. It will check, is 0 less than 20? Yes. Go to line 3, console.log hello world. Come back up to line 2. Is 0 less than 20? Yes. Console.log hello world. And it will keep doing that until the computer dies. REPL has ways of preventing like really bad stuff from happening, but it will still crash your Chrome and you have to completely restart. So do not do anything just yet. To fix this, we'll go ahead and go on the console.log on line 3. I'll click enter, make a no line. And I will write, Plawan, if nothing is happening, try writing some code. It's probably frozen. Oh, actually, Plawan, your code is still 1 is less than 20. Like that. Should be I, if it. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I'll get to questions in one moment, but we will type on line 4, I, space, plus sign, and then an equal sign, space 1. I plus equals 1. This is the JavaScript way of saying add 1 to I. Now we can't say like literally just I plus 1 because that's doing math. Okay, 0 plus 1, and then it's not doing anything with it. It's not actually changing I. So we need to do I plus equals 1 so that it would change I. It would set I equal to I plus 1. All right, I'll give everyone a chance to write that down. And when you are done, you can click run. and you should see that you have in your console "Hello World" written 20 times. In REPL, if you have the same console.log, it will show how many times it was run, and here you can see it's run 20 times. Plawan and Poon looks good. I do suggest, if you can, copy and paste your code into the chat for me to check it before you run it, because if you did it wrong, you could get infinite loop. And Cahoom, you look good, except you have actually curly braces here in your hello world. It should be parentheses, like the round ones. Poon, Kai looks good. Magcorn H10 looks good. Okay. Okay, Pooth. Everything looks good, except you still have a capital L right here. This capital L will give you a lot of problems. You need to go onto it, delete the L, and replace it with a lowercase L. It might be tough to do on a tablet. Just make sure to take out that like uppercase button and then do a lowercase L. Yeah, that looks good. Also, make sure to write something in your console.log. You have nothing right now, so just write like a little extra thing. Okay, I see lots going on in chat. Poon looks good. Okay, if computer crash, what do I do? Shoot, okay. Okay, Pataporn, give me one moment. What link should I be sending? I need to scroll up here. Okay, Ryu looks good. Anita looks good. Kiki Pear looks good. Okay, I see a lot of chaos. Okay, what link should I be sending? I'm confused. Replit link. Okay. Let me grab it. Okay. I'll let people speak in one moment. Here is the Replit link. Yeah, if you hastily clicked run before you added this line, you're going to get infinite loop, and you just have to like go on your Chrome and force quit or something, depending on your computer, and then you can do the get back on Replit. Okay, these people are spamming the Replit link. I don't think you need to do that. Please don't spam the Replit link. Okay. All right, Sheen, you can speak. Yes. Sheen and JP, you can now speak.
I cannot do. My screen is errored. When I write one equal. Look at this. Everything is just not working. Left side of assignment is not working.
Okay.
So it didn't have anything come.
All right, I'm gonna stop my share real quick. I will try to. I'm not. Can you read out that error, Sheen, and then JP will get to you in one moment. Can you read out what that error says? On the bottom right, you see your console. It's all red. Can you read to me what that says?
Console is
okay.
not
if you go back out, and look to your left a little bit.
What again?
Put the camera to the left a bit.
Left.
Okay, up just to show me your code. You have console.log there. Oh, okay. I see the problem. Can anyone else see the problem real quick? I removed pen. You have an I instead of an L here. You've written your console like this with an I. Should be an L.
Okay. My com is not cancel now, and my com is not do anything now. Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, and JP. A Safari and iPad's not working. Huh. Not sure. Oh, shoot. Looks like more.
Can I share screen now?
Yes, you can. Here, let me stop my share. You can go ahead and share your screen. It seems like a couple people got into infinite loops, so I would try to help you out. Okay, it looks like you have, in the name of your variable, you have like, I think you call it lamp, but then later you refer to it as I. Here, let me show you a couple problems I see. It's a little blurry, but I believe I can see it. First of all, you made a different name for your variable, but down here you're not using the same name. So I suggest just changing it back to I and keep using I here. It looks like you also have, instead of I plus equals 1, you wrote 1 plus equals I, which wouldn't do anything. So make you do I plus equals 1. Okay, okay. Okay, ignore this, everyone. And yes, Pawan, yours looks good. Good job. Okay. All right. Sheen, you can go ahead and speak.
It not work again. Hello, can you hear me? It didn't work again.
Okay, try to zoom into your code a bit more.
Yeah.
It looks like it should be working. Yeah, everything looks correct. Remember, it should be.
If I click run, if I have only.
Oh no. You see down in your console on the bottom right. Here, let me show you here. Yeah, if you see here, what's actually the console.log is coming up on the bottom right down here, and you see on your page it's working too. Yeah, your code's working. All right, Poon and Plawan, yours looks good. All right. All right, let's go ahead and move on here. And real quick, if you have any questions about anything I'm talking about, just post it in chat. And Putaporn, I am sorry if it isn't working. I can try to help you out more after class, and they're either recording if you need it, if the REPL isn't working. Okay, it's good. All right. And yes, again, for a console.log, it's all going to come up down here and hello 20 saying how many times it was run. Lenovo, how can you stop the computer crash from crashing? Here, let me try to share my entire, well, yeah, let me try. On a Mac, you can force quit. I don't know how to do it in Windows. Here, if I can try to share my entire window. if I can't. But sometimes there's a way to force quit. Maybe on like the toolbar on the top left, you make it force quit. You're basically just going to need to quit the entire browser you're in. But yeah, depending on your current CPU, it might just crash the computer. It depends. So make sure to be careful before you run it. All right, now let's go through real quick what's actually happening here. We're setting I to 0. Okay, we're making a new variable called I. In a while loop, we are saying, is I less than 20? If it is, kind of like an if statement, if you remember those, we're having a condition here. The condition being is I, or is 0 less than 20? It is. So we'll console.log hello world. And then we are adding 1 to I. I is currently 0, so we're adding 1 to it. I plus equals 1. And now, because it's a while loop, it will go back to line 2. We're back here, and we're asking, is 1 less than 20? And 1 is less than 20, so I'm going to console.log hello world, and I'm going to add 1 to I. I go back, is 2 less than 20? It is, console.log hello world, add 1 to I. And we'll keep doing that until we have, we have 19 hello worlds. I is 18, we add 1 to I is 19, 19 is less than 20, console.log for our 20th hello world. I plus 1, I is now 20, 20 is not less than 20, 20 is equal to 20, so we will not console.log hello world and we'll move on to the rest of the code. Putaporn, if you can, just to be safe, copy your code and put it in chat, just in case you accidentally infinite loop. Cahoom says, can you repeat that? Do you mean the explanation of the while loop? All right, yeah. Basically, we have a variable at 0. We're checking if 0 is less than 20. If it is, we'll console.log hello world. We'll then add 1 to I, so I is now 1. Is 1 less than 20? It is, console.log. Add 1 to I. Is 2 less than 20? Console.log. And we'll keep doing that until I is 19. 19 is less than 20. We console.log. We'll add 1 to I, and now I is 20. 20 is not less than 20, it is equal to 20, and so we won't console.log, we just move on to the rest of the code. Putaporn, you're saying nothing happened. Make sure, I know it's a little counterintuitive actually, but what's happening, it should be on the bottom right. See, if I run it, I see on my console here, I get 20 hello worlds. I'll do something cooler in a second. We get 20 hello worlds. And in fact, something cooler that we can all do right now is we can, instead of console.logging hello world, we can take out all of this, removing the quotation marks as well, leaving just the parentheses, and we'll console.log I, the variable I. Make sure to not have any quotation marks, just the parentheses. And now if we run it, we see down here, I know it's a little hard to see, but I see on my bottom right down here, I have every number from 0 all the way to 19. And to show it a little bit better, I'm going to go, If I open in a new tab, it's taking a second. Okay, I'll get back to that. But you should see on the bottom right, you have a council. And here now you get every number from 0 to 19. All right, Cahoon, let I equal 0 while I is less than 20. That should work. All right, I'm going to stop share, and anyone who currently has not working code can share their screen. Okay, never mind. Looks like it does work. Yeah, I know it can be kind of hard to see if it works. It should all be in the council. I'll do cooler stuff later. And okay, I have a few questions. But before I get into questions, oh no, okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead real quick, and JP, you can speak.
Apparently, it crashed, and then I restart my computer, and then it still crashed.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna mute you for one moment, and you can share your screen. And Kai, that looks good. All right, Lenovo says when I press run, it won't work. I will help you in one moment. Okay, well, one problem is that you have a really big number. That is close to infinity already. Like, for computer purposes, you might as well have an infinite loop. So I would suggest making that number a lot smaller. Like, just use 20 for now. All right. And anyone else have any trouble? You can go ahead and share your screen now. And yeah, McCorn, that looks good. Rayu looks good. Yep, everyone looking good. And Pooth, you can now speak.
Teacher, when I press run, it doesn't work.
All right. Give me one moment.
Oops.
Can you bring it a little bit closer? Huh. I'm not sure some of the problems there. I'm going to have to help you near the end of class. Yeah, if you are unable to actually paste your code in chat, I'll help you near the end of class. But for now, try to follow along as best you can, and then I'll help you.
Do I need to press output or shell?
I don't think you need to press either of those buttons.
Okay.
It should just be the big run button right up here.
Yeah, I clicked it. Look.
Yeah, I'll help you at the end. Okay. So, and now there is one more little thing about a while loop that I would like to show you. Basically, programmers are very lazy. And while you can do I plus equals like 2 or 10, to like jump numbers. Most of the time when making a while loop, you're just going to want to do I plus equals 1. And yeah, Poon, that looks right. So programmers have made an even shorter way to write I plus equals 1. Programmers have decided that I plus plus is the way to go. Instead of writing I plus equals 1, you can just write I plus plus. It is the exact same code. It does the same thing, it just adds 1 to the variable I. One could argue, teacher, it's 1 character shorter. Is it really that big a deal? Programmers have decided it is. All right. Let me see here. Okay, I'm going to try to show you guys some cool things you can do with while loops, and then I'll get to helping people. First of all, you could console.log, or you know what? Let's try doing alerts. No, that would definitely make infinite loop problems. So we'll keep with console.logging, and we will. Oh yeah, Lenovo press exit. Just get out of that replet. Okay. So a couple of cool things you can do with while loops is, let's say you wanted to console.log every even number from, say, 1 to 100. What you could do is, first of all, change this to being less than, or yeah, just less than 100. And we'll do I plus equals 2. Exact same thing we were doing before, very little difference. We just went from I plus 1 to I plus 2, and we made this 100. Now, when we run it, if you see here in the bottom right, I know it's a little hard to see, but we get every even number. We see we get 56, 58, 60, 62, 64. We get all the even numbers. Remember, even, it just means divisible by 2. So like 2 is even, 4 is even, 6 is even. And now we have all even numbers. And we can also get all odd numbers by just making I start at 1. Now if I run it, I get all odd numbers, 93, 95, 97. Oh, my replet shows a knocked out person's face. What do I do now? You should, on your replet, if you can, click X. You're going to have to just start over, unfortunately. Once you've hit the infinite loop, there's not much you can do. If you're not on Zoom, sometimes Replit will let you like stop the infinite loop, but usually if you're running Zoom as well, it would just die. Oh, comb. You shouldn't be typing plus plus and then a number. Plus plus just means add 1. What you're trying to type is plus equals 2. All right, I'm getting a lot of. Okay. Give me one moment here. All right. I see a lot of people having trouble. I will try to help as many people as I can here. All right, let's start from the top. Okay. Oh, and a quick question, McCorn. Teacher does plus 2. No, it does not. Programmers have not added that functionality because they don't really need it. You just want plus, so that's all they added. If you want to do more numbers than 2, just do plus equals 2. And yes, Cajon, that looks correct. All right, okay. JP, you can now unmute.
I'm so frozen. I reload the page about 15 times.
Okay. Oh yeah, don't reload the page. I suggest just clicking that X button on the window and getting out of REPL and coming back.
I'm using a Mac.
Okay. Yeah, same thing. Just click the X, get out, and come back. If you need to, you can also force quit. I can't show it here, but on your top left, there's a button that says Chrome. If you click on that, you can do quit Chrome on the bottom. Or I should be saying it says like force quit Chrome.
It doesn't, mine does not have that.
All right, I'll help you at the end of the class. Okay, and Putaporn looks correct. Good job. Okay. Puth, you can speak.
Can you check mine?
I can try. Here, I'll stop share. Okay, it looks correct. I don't know why you have so many little red dots. I'll.
Have it copied.
Huh. Okay. I might have to help you on the Facebook. I'm not sure. The code itself looks good though.
Okay.
What happens when you run it? Do you get like a little console log on the bottom right?
If I run it, nothing happens.
All right. I'll have to help you on Facebook. Maybe you can like give me the link to your REPL on. All right, and Poon, you can share your screen. Mingcorn, that is correct. Good job. All right, that looks good. Correct. Good job. All right, and Sheen, you can speak.
Is it like this?
Yep, that looks perfect. Good job. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead for the last 10 minutes. Okay, you know what? For the next 4 minutes, I'm going to quiz you a bit. I'm going to write code that is wrong, and then you can tell me what I have done wrong. Oh yeah, let me share my screen here. And to who is that? Lenovo. Excuse me. And yes, to the people, unfortunately, whose code got wiped during the Great Restart, I will show my screen some more at the end of class, but you may need to watch the recording to get back up on track. Because right now I'm going to go ahead and do some quizzing. But yeah, I'll show this code again before end of class. Okay. I'm going to write some code, and you guys tell me what is wrong with it. All right, let's go. Let I equals 0. While I less than 20. We will console.log I. Yes, a lot of people are telling me capital. Thank you. And that is only one problem though. It's a big problem. And yeah, it should be a lowercase l. And there's also one big problem. And there we go. Kira's got it. There's no I++. This while loop will currently infinite loop me again. And a lot of people here have the pain of the infinite loop. I would say this is the first class I have ever gone through. I have taught while loops like 4 times now. This is the first class I've ever gone through where I didn't actually get caught in an infinite loop myself. Every other class, I had to like restart everything because I got myself caught in an infinite loop on accident. And yeah, that should be I++, or as we've seen, I plus equals 1. All right. And a lot of people, good job catching that capital L right away. It should be a lowercase l. Good job. All right, and Lenovo, I will show the code in about 7 minutes. I'll let you see all the code. But for now, I need to do some quizzes. All right, let's try one more here. We'll do... Okay, Puth is... Okay, you know what? Here is the code Lenovo, and Puth, you can unmute.
Teacher got out plenty of the red dot.
Oh, wow, good job. Yeah, I still have no idea what the others are, though. It looks perfectly correct. I'm not sure. I'll have to help you on Facebook. I'm sorry. I really have no idea there.
Okay.
It might be a styling thing. I'll have to check on the REPL and see if it happens on my computer as well.
Maybe it's because that I use the iPad. I use the tablet.
Maybe something weird happened. Getting a lot of O's in chat. I'm not sure why. All right. Okay, let's do some more quizzes. Oh, good job, Lenovo. Good job being done. Okay. I tend to do these on the fly here. Let me think. Let I equals 0. While less than 20, and then we got here, and then I see people in the chat already getting it. And we'll do console.log. Hello. I plus equals 2. There we go. Now, a few things wrong there. I see everyone spamming 1, and yes, I put a 1 here instead of an I. Should be an I. Oh yeah, Megacorn got the plus equal sign. Should be just plus equals. Good job. All right, and there is one more problem here. There we go. A few people got it. I put OG here instead of LOG. Console.log, you tend to write it a lot, but it's very easy to misspell one of these letters. So make sure you make it right. It's CONSOLE.LOG. All right. Let's go ahead and try one more of these here. Okay. we'll do let I equal 0, as always, while I greater than 20. And then we'll do council dot log I. And we'll do we'll do variable plus plus. There we go. Okay, people are talking about the capital I. Yes, got to be a lowercase I there. And variable needs to be I. Yep, Akira also saying the variable. Yes, I just put variable here and not the actual name of the variable. It should be I. There we go. Oh, and then they got the left greater than and lesser than signs. And yes, if you see here, I did I is greater than 20. And this isn't dangerous. Like, it won't give me an infinite loop. Because 0 is not greater than 20, so it would just end it. But it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to actually do I is less than 20. Good job, everyone. You guys really jumped on that. Give yourself a hand. All right. And with that, I'm going to spend a couple minutes right before I help people out. Oh yeah, Pooth. Yeah, you're really getting those red dots out. I'm not sure. Huh, you have just a few more. I'm not sure what the last line is. All right. Got a lot of people spamming in chat here. Let's not spam in chat too much. But also remember, like, don't get too annoyed about spamming. It's not that big a deal. Okay. Now, I'm going to spend a couple minutes here showing you a couple cool things you can do with while loops. You don't need to write this down. Just see that you can do it. And then in the homework, I'll have you kind of try to do one of them. Basically, one thing I can do is something like we did a couple weeks ago, I believe. We do like let name equals prompt, and then like is your name Dave? And if you don't know how to do this or haven't done this before, that's fine. I'm just showing you a couple things. And let's say we wanted to make a website where if they said yes to the prompt, is your name Dave, we're going to just kill them. We'll do while name equals, or 2 equal signs, and then quotation mark yes. And if they say yes, we will then go name equals prompt. Again, don't write this down. I'm just showing you. We do name equals prompt, and like, are you sure? We're basically changing the name to the new prompt. And this is all we actually need to do, because we have the original prompt, is your name Dave? If they say yes, we'll prompt them again for are you sure, changing their name, or the variable name. No, you do not need to do this. This is just a cool thing you can do with while loops. Basically, you can take responses from a prompt. In here, we're saying as long as they are giving the name yes, or typing in yes to the prompt, we will continually put them into a while loop, prompting them for are you sure? And it won't stop until they do something other than yes. Okay. Again, you don't need to write that down. In fact, I'm going to delete it now. Just a little cool thing you can do. You can also do stuff like I equals maybe 100, and then do while I maybe do greater than 0, and then I'll console.log I here, and then I'll do I minus equals 1. So I can do minus equals here. Instead of plus equals, I can do minus equals. And here, if I run it, I will get all numbers from 100 to 1 counting down. I'm going to minus 1 every time. Or I can do like it maybe I'll do 50 and then like divided equals 2, or I like whatever weird stuff I want to do. And again, you don't need to be writing this down. I'm just showing you some weird stuff you can do with while loops. Just so that in your homework, you can go ahead and try to see the limits of like what you can use a while loop for. If you want, even you can like look up some weird stuff you can do with a while loop, and you can try to put that into your homework. So officially for homework, if you want, just go ahead and put in Facebook the normal thing we have here, just this. Put it in Facebook, and then I can check it. If you want, though, you can go ahead and try to see what weird stuff you can do. Maybe you want to do, like a -1, and then here we do like that. Or you can try to use a prompt in there somewhere. Or maybe instead of console.logging, we're alerting. So if you can, try to use some other bits of code that you know, or even just some other bits of things from another website, and try to make something kind of interesting. Even if it's just like console.logging a different thing, like this is awesome. And yeah, go home. That's good homework. You're just plussing 2 every time. Just something a little bit different, you know? All right, and with that, we'll go ahead and officially end the class. Hope everyone had a good time. I'm going to let everyone unmute for a second, and then I'll help people with any questions they have. I'll be here for like another 10 minutes, and I'll help everyone with any questions they have. And you can now unmute yourself.
Bye,
guys.
You need glasses.
Bye-bye.
You need glasses. See you need glasses.
Bye.
Oh yes, and just to be clear, we have a class next week as well, same time. Hope to see you there. Oh, and Ryu, before you go, that is an infinite loop you just sent in chat. You have I equals 0, and then you're minusing as long as I is less than 20, so you always get hello world, because your I is always going down. So just so you know, unless you've left already, so you don't crash your computer. All right. All right, and okay, you can now unmute yourself. Anyone who has a question can unmute themselves.
I shared my screen.
Teacher.
Yeah, your screen doesn't seem to be working.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. I will post the homework in Facebook.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
My mom asked that how are you gonna check in Facebook?
Okay. Here, let me go ahead real quick and show you here. Okay. Basically, what you can do is you can see the URL up here. You might, on a tablet, you're basically just going to send the URL of your REPL. And then on the Facebook group, you're on the Facebook group, right? Or if you are, you can go to the group. Or maybe your mom can help you with this, and then just post the link in the Facebook group. and you have to get the link from the URL of the REPL.
Okay. I'm in the Facebook.
คุณจะใช้ URL ในREPL REPL มี URL นี้
Okay. The screen is still crashed.
And actually, Puth, real quick, go ahead and just show your tablet up to the screen one time. See if I can see it here. Wow. Oh, wait, Kahom sharing. Oh, yeah, Kahom, that looks good. Good job. Huh.
Infinite loop forever now is an infinite loop of crashing. My computer is crashing infinitely.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong there. I'm going to have to actually, like, see the code on my computer to know what's wrong. Although, go to the, let me see your console on the bottom right here. I just want to see if, like, is it still working?
Entire bar that has, like, the thing on the top,
Huh.
like, the place, like, the body on top is literally conquering everything. There's no console right now.
All right, yeah, I'm not sure, Puth. But yeah, if you see, I see your URL on the top there. It says replit.com/ all that stuff. If you can go ahead and copy that, and then in the Facebook group, post it on a post. Like go write something and then paste that URL.
Okay.
All right.
So.
Okay, and if anyone has any questions here,
Stop an infinite computer crashing. Every time I restart my computer, it just crashes again.
okay, since it's a little difficult to share your screen, I would say post the link in the Facebook and I can help you out there.
My screen is just still crashing infinitely. Every time I
Yeah.
restart,
Oh no, I had that happen once. That was so annoying. Do you have like a prompt right now?
No.
Yeah, the main problem is that when you open REPL anew, it will automatically run your code that you have on there. And if the code is an infinite loop, it will just run the infinite loop again whenever you go on. I believe, if I remember, the way to fix that is...
Teacher,
Oh, and bye, Puth.
I was gonna ask, can I leave now?
Oh, yes, you can leave now, yes.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, and JP, whenever you share your screen, I see like a blank image. I can't actually see your code.
Because my computer, when I share this, it's actually just my screen shut down. You can't see the screen.
Okay, I would suggest, first of all, closing your REPL as best you can. Yeah, it's always dangerous when I teach while loops because it is very possible to get that infinite loop.
Except I can't click on anything. If I try to close the entire website, it just won't work. So the website is running. It doesn't work at all. When I click the code, it doesn't even work.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna try to show my entire screen. It's not letting me. Okay, well, one option is to restart your computer. That is the
times already.
The other option is, let me. Basically, on a Mac, there should be a way to force quit everything.
Except there isn't on this. I'm not using Chrome. Chrome.
Oh no. Oh right, it's not Chrome. Shoot.
I'm using Safari too.
Okay. Oh no, I believe on a Mac you should be able to fourth quit stuff. You see, let me see here. Okay. You know the little Apple icon on the very top left? If you like put your mouse to the top, get a little toolbar thing on the very left is a actual like Apple, right? The Macintosh logo.
Yeah.
If you click on that, there should be a button that says fourth quit. Near the bottom right below recent items, it's fourth quit. If you click on that, you should be able to select any application you want and then click fourth quit on the bottom. And then you'll be able to fourth quit your application. Just fourth quit Safari. And then open it again. All right. If anyone else has any questions, you can go ahead and unmute now or share your screen. All right, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and in class, if you, JP, if you aren't able to deal with that, I can help you more on Facebook. Just message me somewhere there or on the Discord. And all right. Hopefully everyone was able to learn something, and I'll see you next week. Have a good day.